DoppelStock delivery. Welcome to Gemunden. 2 refurbished DoppelStock sets delivering to Aschaffenburg. Head over to the train to get started. So, hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Dovetail Games Train Sim World. So, yeah, got trains to deliver. I presume it's that one there on the far platform. So what we will do is head underground, cut across, and head over to our train. So mission today consists of us driving across the entire map. So it's about a 40-kilometer journey overall. Okay, actually we need to cross the tracks over here. If we just jump down, all looks clear. Clear. Okay, glad I didn't run across the tracks on the earlier bits because you'd be heading right for me. Yeah, that's all fine. Now onto this track, climb aboard, and let's get started. Press the battery for 5 seconds. Just wait for the light to come on. There we go. Oh, hang on. Right, yeah, meant to hold the battery for 4 seconds for it to come on, but Dovetail insists I need to press it for 5. So yes, there's that little gap there where you don't actually quite turn the battery on. Right, now it's ready to go. Sit down. Must switch to neutral, and brakes need to charge. So wait for that yellow dial there to get to about 3. Once it does, brakes will then be ready for us to go. Emergency button there, that's fine. Another one over to my right for the pantograph. Yeah, it's a fairly simple train to drive, this one. So today we'll be in the DBBR 185, the more modern train of the bunch, but not my favourite, I'd say. I'm not the biggest fan of the 185. Yeah, that one over there, the 183. I usually, sorry, 146 even. I'd be myself a little bit happier in. But anyhow, doing a freight service today. Test the handle, bringing the brakes into full service, and the reverser can go to forward. Train brakes are 1B. And raise the pantograph, so you go up, and the circuit breaker closed. Power is now in the train circuit, and we are ready to go. When ready, we will release the parking brake. And yeah, signal is red. There you go, 40 kilometers of service. So why is our signal red? Our track looks clear. In fact, how far is the service? I did see that station train leaving. You're actually now on the station, that's fine. Ah, I see what's going on there. So what we need to do is cut across all the tracks. But we can't do so until you've moved. And you can't move until this one has cleared the signal. So if I quickly head out to the free cam mode. That train there has now departed. And the other train that we're now waiting for should be starting to move. We go find it. Yes, that's you, and you are slowly making your way down now. So while we do wait, let's go explore the station a little bit. Make sure that the track is clear before we get here. Whoops, ran into a bench there. Let's go to the main building, because that's where I'm sure we'll find a bit more to explore. Right, so main platform here at Gemunden. Let's have a look. We've got an advert here for Finanziell Dienststellstungen. Stungen. My gem's not quite up to scratch. You can probably imagine that. Yeah, down that end, not too much to look at really. Train's now entering the platform. This, nah, can't really walk through there. Can't leave the station, I'm afraid. Wet patch. Can't put a cone on it. Not like a crack in the ground, which is what we meant to put them on for. Bit of a waiting room, helping area. And then, where is that bay platform? Platform 1. Yeah, little terminating platform for some services. Anyways, you're at the station now, so I presume our signal's green. Which means throttle can now increase. Which that's release. Parking brake I did a moment ago as well. Let's get going. Put it around 40-50% for the initial push to 10 kilometers per hour. Wow, we actually really are struggling today. I'm not too sure why. It's a fairly powerful freight train, the 185. Right, whoops. We've made it up to 10. Put it on maximum throttle. But for the sake of actually getting the train going, because I can barely do it. Whoops. Let's put the AFB on. Maximum throttle. And let's get the train going. So, what's causing the whites? We've got the conversion cart, because basically the DoppelStock and the 185 don't have compatible couplers. I don't think they do. Let's have a look. That one's chained on, whilst this one is... Oh yeah, this one's also chained on. Okay, maybe they are the same. Ah, no. Okay, I can see, sorry. Yeah, the hook is on the carriage there, whilst this extends the chain. No, because that one's chained as well, just hidden underneath. Okay, it might be a case then the buffers are different, and as a result they won't quite fit. I'm not honestly too sure, if I'm honest with you. We've got service to our left there. We've got a 5-car set. Then... Okay, actually carrying 2 sets of these things. Okay, that explains why then the white is so heavy. Got 2 of these converter carriages. We're carrying another set. And then another converter car at the back. Just also find out the speed limit has increased, so AFB can go up for that. But now that we are leaving the siding and onto the main track, things should start to speed up for us. There we go, speed goes up again. If I check the map, what's the clearance like for me on the other service? You're now here. And once you get to the straight bit, things will start to speed up for you. So yeah, clearance is not too bad right now. I mean, service itself will take about 45 minutes. So yeah, hopefully we won't have to stop too much. But again, as long as I'm aware of the train in front of us, we should be alright for the service. Also, it comes down to what station they're stopping at as well. There we go, another service to our left. Something a freight train carrying a few cars, Ben freight, and a few more cars. So depending on where that train is stopping, they'll then like decouple some of the carriages to their relevant places. Right, so coming up to about 100 km/h now. Line speed here is about 110, so we've got a little bit left to go before we come to full speed. There's another station, the one that the service in front of us was stopping at earlier. I'm just waiting that on the map. So platforms should be fairly empty. There's one person standing there on our track, 2 people, 3. Must have just missed a train, have to wait a little longer for the next one. Okay, next signal in 2 kilometers is red. So we will stop accelerating and let the train's momentum start to slow it down. How far is the other train now? Now you're on the curve bit now. If you pass that signal, there'll be one more in between us, I believe. So yeah, now I was on green. So AFB. If we put that at 100 km/h, not quite line speeds, but enough to get a bit more distance, because again, that other train now be on the faster bits. Just gives us more time to get the distance. What's that? Hang on. Does that road just go into the track? Yes, it actually does. It'll be a service road, only used by train staff, because it doesn't come out the other end. No, it's just a motorway with a barrier. So German railway operatives will be able to use that to get to track nice and easily if required. But yeah, just a bit odd there. Random road into the track. A nice river to our left. It really is a scenic route, this add-on Main-Spessart Bahn. I do love just looking out the window, enjoying different scenes. If I put the throttle up as well, I'll be able to accelerate a bit faster. So I'll wait until we get onto the main straight fast bit, and then I think I'll go back to the line speed. I mean, line speed right now is 110. Yeah, got about 30 kilometers to go. So if we were going at full speed, how far does that put us? I mean, 36, double that, 72. That'd be another service on to our left as well, actually. It's quite a busy day then, because we've seen a lot of trains going on both lines. Maybe there's like an event or something going on. I'm not too sure, but track seems busier than usual. Anyways, yeah, so 72. Right now, if we're going 100, at least we're setting this to 100. 100 please, not 95. And that would put us at about 2 kilometers a minute. No more than that, actually. I'd say 2.5 kilometers in a minute. So if we're going line speeds, add another 76, that'll be 102 plus 6, 108. Yeah, so actually, if we were going full speed, we're doing about 3 kilometers in a minute. Something that's maybe worth doing. In fact, line speed's definitely gone up again, so that gives us hopefully now time to do that ourselves, going to 130. There's a straight bit again. Check the map. Other train has left. Oh yes, no. No, where is it? Where actually is it? Have we lost the other train? Oh no, there it is. It's just putting into a station right now. Okay, yeah, we do need to actually be very careful then if that goes into a red. There's another service actually coming on the other track, so we'll likely be seeing them. But knowing that he's now at the station, let's just stop accelerating for a little bit. High speed points. Normally I have to slow down for them. These sets are straight enough to allow us to go at full speed. And they're strong enough to not break apart and derail us. So service itself's been fairly fine today. Nothing particularly to notice. Speed's gone up again. Well, our maximum is 140, so at this point AFB will now really go up to the maximum speed, which is, well, line speed is 150, we can only go 140. Freight train to our left, that one's a fairly standard one. I'm not sure what they'd be carrying, but it may be like minerals or even a garbage train. It's carrying the closed shell top. Right, yeah, that signal's red, green, sorry, that signal's green, next one's red. You should be leaving station shortly. Doesn't help that you've got a red signal as well. Nothing really blocking the line for you, I must say, so hopefully you'll be departing shortly. And get to about a kilometre of that, then we'll need to start slowing ourselves and coming to a halt. With a lock going to our left, or a flood barrier. Hang on, I want to look at that. Yeah, there. What's that? It's like a... It looks like a lock. Could be a floodgate, I'm not too sure, but... Whatever it is, it's massive. Fascinating. So is this a canal, not a river? Honestly, I don't know. I've just realised we're going way too fast. Okay, that should slow us down enough. Right, what's going on with the train in front of us? Why aren't you clearing up? So yeah, station not too far away. I can see the loco. Oh right, you actually now are departing, so... Fortunately it's not a bottleneck or anything. If it was, I would actually cry right now. It's just you staying at the station for a couple of moments longer. Right, let me quickly go reset my train. So this needs to release. That releases, brakes valve released. Give it a few seconds, we'll reset AFB and everything. And in fact, I'll give it a few more seconds of clearance. So if I put U to max, we need to be moving for AFB, that's fine then. So if we put a little bit of throttle in, just for a case of movements. wouldn't be surprised if the train's not quite functioning anymore. So if we lower the pantograph and re-raise it, okay, goes up, circuit breaker closed, power's in, reverser will reset from off to forwards, throttle goes up. There we go. I may not be the best train driver in the world, but at least I know how they work in terms of getting us moving again. Right, so now we're moving, we'll lower that, put AFB at full, turn it on, bring it back, you go full again. And if we put it about 30 kilometers per hour, we'll do that until maybe we get to the station? Not too sure. Next station. Yeah, actually, if we can speed up again, let's go to about 60 kilometers per hour until we get to the station before going back to line speed. Hang on, did Bandicam reset? I do apologise, I need to check if our recording's been cut or something. That's just odd. That is very odd.
Stock delivery.
I do apologise. When did that one? Alright, okay, so we didn't miss anything. We see the train departing. Oh, okay. I know when that happens. That's fine. When the game jumps back, Bandicam also decided to jump back with it. So I've not lost any footage, fortunately. Otherwise, I would cry. Yeah, everything's fine. I'll just have to stitch those two videos together. It's just kind of split it in the middle for some reason. Whenever I jumps back, so I have to reload the game. If we put the throttle back up again, we'll go to 130, which is the line speed for this bit. Next signal is red in 2 kilometers. Seriously? Where is that service? I'm about to pass another signal anyway, so that's fine. We'll get the distance. And I hope there's no other services on this line that's causing it to stop. But yeah, being behind the stopping service, yeah, ain't the most fun, if I'm totally honest with you. There we go, it's now green, so the other one's past the other signal. But yeah, we are very much going to be stuck behind it now for the rest of this journey. About 30 kilometers to go now. We've done 10 kilometers so far. We're a quarter of the way there. For the sake of timing then, I think I'm just going to stick it at 90 kilometers per hour for the rest of this journey. We'll try to increase speed later on. Like I say, as much of a distance as possible to get from that train in front, because if he spends like 5 minutes per station, then that just does kind of cripples our timetable scheduling. So I think 90 will be a fair speed for us to get going at. As we twist and turn through the bends of the Spessart Valley. Main-Spessart. It's a very beautiful place, this. Like I say, maybe one day I'll go here, like I go to everywhere in the world. You've stopped at a green signal. Ah, so you're at a station, that's why. Why does it stop at a station every couple of minutes? Another train coming up in the distance there. That'll be another freighter. Train in front. It may actually be a stopping service for every single station in this part of the line. I hope not. That'd be terrifying. Alright, coming up to 1.5 kilometers now. We'll lower the speeds to about 30. So that one signal comes into view, it will just be a case of pressing the brakes up normally, and not having to slam them down. There you go, dual yellow, warning us to start slowing down for a halt. We're now a kilometre away from a red. Yeah, this is looking and sounding much more like a normal service. I'm not sure why that number's set to 0. Ah, right, that's the safety signal announcer. Something I've not got activated. There you go, now at 30, train will put some power in just to keep the train rolling on a slightly uphill gradient. Not by much, but it's a slight hill. Train in front, have you left? No, but you hopefully will do shortly. And it's a little while to the next station. Oh yeah, you'll definitely be stopping here. This is the part route we normally stuck on. Signal, 3 yellows actually, rather than the reds. So actually it's the next one we need to keep an eye out for. There you go, it's now gone green, so he's now left the station. I'm very tempted to just keep it at 30 kilometers an hour, just for the sake now of giving us some time to get up to high speed. It's a bit of a slower, if not more boring part of the service, but required if we're actually going to do something about this. There you go, 1 kilometre into the red signal. At this speed, I'm more than happy to crawl through the valley. Gives us more time to look at the trees, I guess. What's going on down here? Got oh, it's a grate. It's sewage cleaning pits. It's exactly what I wanted to look at. And yeah, it's an automatic point. Nothing I can manually change. Yeah, this is real speed. Right, keeping on the signal. It shouldn't be too far away from us now. There it is. Very casually taking its time down the line. Where's the next signal? It is... oh gosh, it's miles away. That's where he is. Oh right, no, there's one in front of him. Go, so now ours goes green. Okay, not yet, so he has to wait for the whole train to clear it. There we go. And then he doesn't have another signal to pass through right up until next station. In fact, past the next station, way past it. Hopefully he won't be stopped there for too long, but knowing him, it will be a couple of minutes. There you go, coming out of that station now. Train is still stationary on the other platform. Let's go proper train spotting and go right to the platform. Watch us go through it. I mean, new carriages, new livery or something, I'm sure, in Germany. These in the UK just get thousands of people lining up the platforms to watch it come through. Oh look, new trains here, their numbers, record them down. Not sure if Germany have the same kind of train fanaticism as us in the UK. So our train spotters are the original classy viewers. There you go, train. The other station actually now leaving. And there we go. Road carriage. We won't be able to see the other train since it's now behind the trees. But there goes our one. I should go up, maybe I'll see it in the distance. Not really actually, it's cleared a fair bit of ground. There it is. Alright, back to our train. Signal is still red, over 3 kilometers. Because, yeah, he's waiting at the other station. This really is the slowest service I've ever performed in Trains World. It's not boring, it's just that I've now got to talk even longer, trying to fill the time in. We've got 27 kilometers to go. At high speed, we'd be clearing that in no time. But at slow speed, no idea how long it'll take us to finish the service. Hopefully not too long, but again, you never know. Right, I've got 3 kilometers to the green signal. So we'll be able to increase speed now. We'll wait until about 2.5 kilometers, then we'll increase the speed. Where is it? With that. Yeah, there it is. So he'll be there for a few moments. We'll go to 2.5. And hopefully by that time you'll have left the station and given us plenty of track to chase you down with. .7. .6. In a moment, we'll now go for the throttle increase again. So AFB, line speed is 120. Let's raise that up again. And yeah, let's gain some ground. Hopefully by the time we need to slow down again, we'll be at least within 20 kilometers of our destination. We can say that we've cleared half the map so far, half the route. There we go. Now we're covering some distance. Almost feels like an age since we last travelled at high speed. I just hope it lasts more than a couple of minutes. I mean, this signal's green. Next signal will be green as well. So it's at least one block that we can cover without needing to screech on the brakes. But the one after that will still be red. And will be until he leaves the station. There we go, another service on the other track. Like I say, we've seen so many trains on the other track so far today. We don't ever normally see this many services. Right, 3 kilometers for another green. And with, yeah, 20 kilometers will be to Aschaffenburg by the time we pass that, so like I said, we will have officially made it halfway down the route. My speed goes down for a curve, which is fine. And once the track straightens out again, we'll be able to pick up our speed once more. Yeah, hopefully we'll have more of an exciting end to the service. Ah, that reminds me. 23 kilometers out of Aschaffenburg. That's as the crow flies. Not following the track. So, while we cost 3 kilometers signal, in reality, because of that massive curve, we'll only realistically have made done 1.5 kilometers, 2 at most. Yeah, that's as the crow flies, not directly part of the signal, because in reality, station's over there. We're heading in this direction. And I forgot about that part of Dovetail Games Train Sim World. Anyways, 22 kilometers to go. Passing the signal. Next, fingers crossed, will be red. Or green, sorry, I want it green. Fingers crossed it's green. Touch wood, it's not red. Other than that, our service should really start picking up the pace, really getting some distance in. 3 greens on that, which means next is green, 1 kilometre. Pass through the station. About to train it, fortunately. Alright, before I increase the throttle up to line speed again, see what the distance looks like now. You're coming up to this station. Yeah, not worth it. In fact, it may even be worth to slow down the train again, just for the fact that we're going to come in quite close. Although by this point, the line does straighten out, and we'll be able to speed up a little bit, depending on what stations you stop at, because you will be slowing here. That's facts of life, I'm afraid. What are we doing now? 106 with 19 kilometers to go. In reality, we could be doing this journey in about, what would you say, 100 kilometers per hour. In about 20 minutes, we could be doing this at this speed. Finish off the service, but unfortunately, with the extra stopping, it won't be the case. Why is it stopping at every single station? Who programmed this? Dovetail Games. Who in your trains team programmed this mission to stop behind every single service stopper? For this part of the route, I could presume there's only like maybe one of those a day. Of course, we're behind it. Alright, kilometres and a half now to the next signal. I will very likely be starting to come to halt again. We've only 17 kilometres to go now to Aschaffenburg, and slightly more forwardy direction. Once we make a few more turns, finally we'll be able to start counting down the kilometres, get to the end of this service. Yeah, for me, in this case now I've got to stitch 2 videos together, stick it on YouTube, and have a shower and uploads, because we are flying today. Because don't forget, as I mentioned last week, I'll be in Poland for the Thursday's episode releases, so basically I've just got to get all that prepared and stuck on. Start slowing down because the line speed is actually now less than what we're currently going. 90 we need to be at now. And then depending on what colour the next signal is, if it's red, we'll lower the AFB back down to 30 to cover some ground. Got a train stuck at the siding over here. Hopefully it's our train that we're behind, aka allowing us to pass. Please, fingers crossed it is. No, you're a terminating service. Well, not terminating, but you are on a bay, not a bay platform. You're just in a platform being held. Check the map. Good lord, I think it was. No. Yes? Please? Oh, thank goodness for that. It's gone. We are no longer stuck behind another train. It waited for us. Oh, thank goodness. I am so happy right now. This is the train that was stuck behind earlier. But he's been held. Not to let us pass. I presume he's been stuck at that station for a little while. But because he's been held. Yeah. That was it. We've actually done it. We're free. Thank you. Oh good, train driver's gone. I think we're stopping at Gemunden. So Gemunden, that's the way back there. Are you turning around? Was this like your service terminating? Is there a driver in this cab? No, it is not. Because if you're going to Gemunden, I presume that means you're going for a driver change. No, you're actually terminating here. Okay. Alright, that changes everything. Yep, recording's reset again because we've had to change the window size, but that's fine, I can stitch it together later. So at this point, we'll now increase the throttle, gain even more ground, and yeah, very shortly actually come to the end of the route. Right, so line speed 120, going a little fast for that. Heading downhill, the steepest part of the map, 2.1% downhill. So the brakes will act in a way to kind of just start sending train down. And 12 kilometers to go. Almost head on as well. Won't take us that long for his complete service. We could easily do this in about 10 minutes as it stands. 12 kilometers, 120 kilometers per hour. Yeah, less than 10 minutes now to the end of this service. Yes, don't worry, German DB. Very soon you'll have your delivery of train. And I actually will say, I've always loved the pantographs in Train Sim World. The way they kind of just bounce around, follow the actual line as well. I'm going to station there. But yeah, watch the pantograph. It goes like into a steep rise, deeper, lower again. The loaded pantograph actually follows that. It's a very, very well detailed bit of train this. As they say, train simulator, it's good for the routes. There you go, it goes up, goes down. Very well done this. Yeah, train simulator, good for the routes. Train sim world, excellent for the detailing. You don't really get much better than that. Again, if we go to the carriage connections, I mean, it's a bit more secure than other ones, being a proper chain at full stretch, but they do kind of bounce around, bobble a bit, especially that cable below it. Your passenger connections will have the rub thing between them, yes. Okay, these aren't quite as reactive. The Great Western Express ones, I think those were the best couplings. There you go, this one's showing the proper physics bouncing. It's a very well detailed train, this. In fact, the wheels even actually work as they should do. Remember before they'd be a massive glitch fest. No, they've actually now stayed in a round shape, which is something that's now nice to see. Yeah, we're almost there. We're almost home. 6 kilometers to go. Speed actually got to about 130 now. And well, we don't think this line goes back up to 140 at any point anymore. 140 is the maximum speed of this train, at least what AFB will allow us to. Okay, actually do go to 140, so leave that at 4. Max speed may even go more than that, but we can't do it. That's going downhill, of course. Downhill, we'll be able to go up to any speed we want, depending on how steep it is. Right, less than 5 kilometers to go, which just soon starts to think about braking and bring the train to a halt. Right, so we actually stop anyway. Okay, so we come to the train yard again, which means we won't be using this either. It's a bit of a shame actually, we don't ever get to use this part of the map. I mean, we've got a station down here, never to be seen. We've got a turntable? I'm not even sure what that is. It doesn't look like a turntable, it would have different map. That track would appear differently, but got 4 bits there going somewhere. Yeah, whole parts of the map we never really get to explore. Like one day I'd like to go have a look at that station, see what's actually there. One day I will. One day. Almost definitely in a free roam scenario. Or in fact, maybe I'll do it in the next live stream, which at this point will be the previous live stream. Yeah, okay. We'll do that. Next live stream I do for Train Sim World should be just before this one releases. We'll go have a look. What is there to explore? Let's bring this down now to about 30. Start setting train down. Use the direct brake actually just to assist with it. One of the most strongest of brakes. Okay, actually, we need to get this thing down a lot slower. A lot slower. We have to do this again, aren't we? And press. The quickest way to slow us down, apply every single emergency brake the train has to offer. Right, it should be a bit slower now. Much more appropriate speed for us. We'll have to bring this to a halt no matter what, so AFB will turn off. That's we'll reset that completely, since I doubt we'll be requiring this sort of service again. Trains at a halt. Reset the pantograph, so close circuit, lower it. Raise that again and open. Trains will reset that from neutral to forward again, and throttle goes up. No, it doesn't because the brakes are still on emergency. That's released, that's released, that's Release. That is released. Alright, reset the throttle again now that everything has gone down. So close and lower. Pantograph goes down. Raise and close. Switch that to off. Switch that to on. Throttle goes up. There we go. Power goes in. And we can start to crawl forward. Again, not quite at a amazing rates due to the weight of this train and being stuck on a point. In fact, it's being stuck on 2 sets of points. We're going to have to go through that as well. Flange will definitely be increasing. Yeah, we're not too far right now to the stopping point. You should be just ahead of us. Yeah, anywhere between that and the red signal, which is just in front of it. We've got 30-meter kind of gap to stop within. So if we can keep the train at about a pace of, I'd say, 20. Maybe even 10. We'll keep the direct brake applied. There we go. Nice and slowly. Yeah, I can bring the train to a halt, no problem. And that'll bring to an end what has been the slowest service ever in Train Sim World. Seriously, this was a long one. Longer than I was expecting, that was for sure. Right, so coming in. 30 meters to go. Meters to go, FB to 0. Braking max. Just complete. Might be a case of shutting this train down, so that goes off. Must switch to off, and a parking brake behind me comes on. Disembark. Make sure that the loco is locked. And we just go stand that random bit over here. Done. DoppelStock delivery. 48 minutes. That 48 minutes. Felt a bit longer than that, but hey, 48 minutes. 50.68 kilometers driven with 357 meters walked. Honestly, wasn't a terrible service. It was long, but I enjoyed it. It was fun to kind of just talk about the service and just keep things going. So that for us is the end of the service. So, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Do leave a like if you did. Do subscribe. And yeah, have a fantastic rest of your week. If you're into your flight sims, then on Sunday I've got an X-Men 11 premiere going on. And during the week I've got a few more things to talk about as well. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.